A first alert update. We are learning more about a prison inmate that is, in Taycheedah, accused of killing her cellmate. 27-year-old Taylor Sanchez is facing one charge, a first-degree intentional homicide, for the death of her cellmate, Cindy Scholes-Yedis. Scholes-Yedis was serving a life sentence after being found guilty for killing her husband back in 2006. Scholes-Yedis was found unresponsive in her cell in mid-July last year. According to the criminal complaint released today, she was found in a puddle of blood. Officers write in the complaint that Sanchez had stopped taking her medication and that voices in her head were telling her to kill Scholes-Yedis. The complaint also says Sanchez admitted to killing Scholes-Yedis while talking to her mother, saying, quote, "I beat up somebody and they died," end quote. According to the autopsy report, Scholes-Yedis had too many skull fractures to count.